Greetings, the Khalifa here. Today, I saw the reception to these past couple of videos. The one on the Warhammer species, the one on Universal Monsters, the Goya. It's been getting more and more views, so thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching. It truly means a lot. It fills me up with a lot of good feelings and a lot of hope, so thank you. I now today intend to do a bit of a quicker one because my schedule is pretty hectic and full, so I intend to just give you a quick one, put it out, and then when I come back from my travels, I will film a bit more videos and then edit them. So in the meantime, I was thinking to myself in regards to superpowers, how that would be, how that would work, and how it will feel. And I talked to another person. We discussed on possible superpowers, and that got me thinking, yes, maybe I should just rank a couple of them because I have some opinions. So, without further ado, today we're doing the superpowers tier list. I found this one, so it has a good variety of different superpowers. So I'm gonna quickly go through them to give you my quick opinions, quick thoughts, and have some good goofs and gaffs in the meantime. So before we get into it, I would just like to please ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. Please share the video. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. You know, it's a lofty goal, but I intend to work hard enough and entertain you guys well enough to garner 100,000 of you. So I hope you can help me get there. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, first off, we got manipulation of emotions. Okay. This one is interesting. Manipulation of emotions. To be honest, this is kind of already a thing, so the greatest manipulators in history would fall under this category. For good and for bad, I would say. Because manipulation implies that it is something negative, it's something bad that one might do. But you can manipulate with someone's emotion to solicit a positive response, I would say. Something good. I would say a perfect example might be Jesus Christ. Christ was manipulating with people's emotions, but he didn't do for any personal gain. He didn't do it for any, I would say, malevolent intent. He gave people something to think about. And I think that's pretty noble. But you also have the exact opposite, where you have manipulation of emotions done by people. You probably know who I'm thinking about. A little Austrian painter and such. So, but here's the thing: both the evil and the good, literally, their influence spreads across the planet. So, honestly, I'm just gonna put it in broken. That's pretty broken. We're starting off strong. That's pretty broken if you think about it. Because if you manipulate someone's emotions, you can basically get anything. You can manipulate people out of giving you their money, their property, their items, their bodies, their ideas, their thoughts, their opinions. You can pretty much get away with anything, I would say. This is pretty broken. Pretty broken superpower. And it really depends on the outcome of who has it. Because if you have like a, you know, Steve Irwin-esque person, Bob Ross-esque person that has that power, I think the world will be a much better place. But if you have a Austrian painter or a Georgia rebel, then things are not gonna be so good. So yeah, I think, yeah, this one's pretty broken. We're starting out pretty hot. This one's broken. Okay, yeah. Next, ice powers. Ice powers are pretty useful, I would say, in certain places. It's a very situational power. So being able to control ice in wintertime, you're good wherever you may be. But I think for the most of the part, you would either be at one of the poles or in the heart of Africa. Because I think only there, I mean, at the very center of the, equator's belt, around the equator's belt, anywhere across the world, and or in one of the poles, you could do some good with this. You could fix the ice caps. That's pretty sick. You could rebuild. You could kind of maybe stabilize the climate. Who knows? You might be able to find a way to trap all the. You might be able to find a way to trap all the particles that are released into the atmosphere by various industry sectors, be it electricity production, steelwork, whatever. You might be able to capture that, properly store it, find a way to filter out the planet. Well, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, ice. Wintertime is gonna be sick. You can bring back snow. Please. Let's get some snow back. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I think ice powers, I would say that's okay. It's kind of okay. It's like the middle of the road. You can, I mean, you can cause a lot of damage with it. Obviously, I guess any like elemental powers, you can kind of create some damage with it. Actually, no. I think I would put it weak. No, it's weak. It's not as good, but it's not completely useless. So I think weak would be good. It has some use cases, but not that versatile. Or I don't know. You can create like a bar in the summer and just have everything nice and cool. Yeah, that would be pretty good too. It's like a interesting power to have, let's say. Yeah, I'll leave it a week. Sure. Regenerate. Okay, this one now. This one's gonna be in the upper tier. I already know this, but does regeneration imply immortality? Because if that's the case, that's losing a lot of points, because that is a curse beyond curses. Regenerate is pretty broken if you want to be an athlete. If you want to be an athlete and you have regeneration, it's pretty broken. Or a soldier. Anything to do with combat, be it for entertainment or genuinely for life and death situations, you are pretty broken. You are like at the top of people's, like, we need this guy on our side now. Like, imagine being like the immortal soldier. Dude, the unkillable. Oh my God. That's pretty insane. That's pretty insane. Basically, if you're a regenerate, you're just like Wolverine or Deadpool, but both of those guys have a lot of their power comes not just from the heal factor, but everything else that they can do. So let me think. Wolverine is pretty useful because he's old. Deadpool is pretty good because he's wacky, to be honest. He's just a fourth wall breaking dude. I would say regenerate. I would say regeneration can be pretty good from the point if you want to basically make a living, because that's insane. Basically, you could be an infinite blood bank, an infinite organ farm. You just cut out your own organs and just sell them for everyone. Do you know how broken that is? Dude, just keep selling kidneys and lungs and hearts and shit. Just oh my god, that is busted. If you want to be like a boxer, an athlete, or a soldier, it's just no. You know what? We're going just straight. It's going straight into hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is good. It's gonna lose a point because this might also include immortality, and that is a major downgrade. I don't want to be immortal, but yeah, regeneration, we'll go into hell yeah. Time, we got time. Okay, this one, I would say, yeah, this one is just, there's no, this is one of the most broken ones. This is just like going straight at the top. If you can control time, you are basically as close as you can get to a god. Just like being able to stop, freeze, slow down, reverse. Bro, it is broken beyond broken. Like, for instance, if you can control time, you are instantly the greatest boxer in the history of the sport. If you can control time, you are literally the greatest thief in the history of all time. If you can control time, you are literally the greatest soldier in all of history of mankind. If you can control time, you are literally the greatest Forex trader of all time. If you have time, you are the greatest in everything. The more you have of that, the more it is broken. See, controlling time is the whole point of immortality. Because the point of immortality is for you to live forever, but to live forever is the point for you to have more time. That is a commodity. If you can just manipulate with it, so you have your own, set amount of it, but that amount can be stretched or as shortened or as manipulated and warped to flow as fast or as slow as you want. That is the best deal you can get. That is literally the best you can get. That is the same. Being immortal is like being Jeff Bezos of wealthy, but you have to spend in the economic zone of like Switzerland, Sweden, Japan, one of the expensive countries where you have to spend a lot, right? So yes, you are pretty wealthy, but the cost of living is pretty high too. Being able to control time is like being Jeff Bezos, but you spend everything you have in Zanzibar, Bahrain, Sudan. Literally, you are swimming in money. So yes, it is. Time is just broken. We can all agree that having the power to control time is beyond broken. So yeah, let's just move on. Fire manipulation. Fire. Okay, this one. This one is, I would say, Fire. You can stop forest fires. That's sick. You could do a lot when a volcano erupts. That is good. You could save up on heating. That is good. What else? You can propel yourself like the Human Torch, I guess. Just the burst energy of a flame igniting that in a proportional, like, repetitive loop, that could get you far. That's pretty cool, I would say. Fire. You could melt things, I guess. You could have like a steelwork factory. You could save up a lot on just melting stuff. That is cool. You might be able to even just turn yourself into a living power battery. Just find a way to harness the energy you put out from the heat, or just the energy of the flame itself, to harness it and to turn it into electricity, I would say. That could be something that I would say could help out a lot. I mean, you can cause a lot of damage with it, obviously. With all of these powers, you can cause damage. So I'm just trying to see what are the upsides. Fire. I say fire goes into okay, I would say. It's not that broken. It's not that, I would say, it's not that versatile. Use cases for it go down pretty fast. I would say it's pretty okay. Yeah, I think it's pretty okay. Sound bending. This one is interesting. So sound bending is, you can manipulate the decibels of whatever you might. You are instantly the most powerful sound cannon on the planet if that's the case. You could, horns of Jericho, that your opponent into just oblivion, just crumble walls into dust. So as a warrior, as a soldier, you're going pretty far. Also as an assassin, by the way, you're the stealthiest dude there is. But again, that only is useful like at night, so like a ninja type thing. Just being able to completely remove sound. You can save your hearing, I guess. Can you bring back other people's hearings? No, that's not the case. That's just, you just bend sound. If somebody has a broken ear canal. Now that I think about it, I think sound bending is actually just trash. It's not that good. I mean, if you want to be a hashashin, if you want to be just an ultimate like cannon, I guess, sound cannon, maybe. I don't think sound bending is that strong, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's pretty bad. It's very limited in its use case, I would say. Because like for me, a power really starts shining if it has anything other but the destructive nature of it to it. So yeah, nah, I don't think so. Shadow bending. Bravo. Oh wow, ooh, cool. You get to manipulate the shadow play on the wall. Nice, cool. Yeah, this one's going straight at trash. Bottom of trash. This one just sucks. Like what? You can manipulate shadows? That's it? It's not even you manipulate light. If you got to manipulate light, now that would be a whole different other conversation. You manipulate shadows. So the absence of light, you manipulate. Because if you manipulate light, you could manipulate, basically, you could be the master illusionist. That is way more useful than just being to shadow bend. What? Really? What could you do? Like, if we take into consideration, you might able to use shadows to make them corporeal, I would say, like shadow beings, if you could do that. For sound bending, I guess that would go too, but nah, I don't know. Could you? If you could make shadow minions, I mean, that would be pretty sick. You could basically create whatever business and just have it be run by your shadows. Just every single penny goes into your bank account. Everything's run by you. If they have your intellect and your skills, for instance, you basically can just do one one good course into becoming a chef, and you could have a 5-star restaurant in like this, easy. Or like a profitable restaurant, really profitable one. You could do that, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I still think it's trash, but I'll put it above sound bending. I think it's better there, but yeah, I think this is trash. This one just sucks. Next, water. Okay, this one is pretty good. Oh, straight out the bat. You could just fix a lot of the world's issues with this one. Just rejuvenate just dead spots on the planet that are just for water. Bring that back. You could basically clean out the ocean, all the water. That's pretty good. Get all the trash out of the ocean. Nice. Get all the lead, all the microplastics out. Nice. You could wash off the planet. Actually, just for instance, you could wash out every single piece of asphalt on the planet. Get all the dirt and the rubber and the dust out of it into like a water bubble and just chuck it at the sun or something. Let it burn up there, or just heave it into the deep of space, something like that. Yeah, water's pretty good. You could with this one, you could also just rebuild the ice caps. It's pretty cold up there anyway. You just generate them on both poles. You could redo the Sahara and just make it back as it was before the youngest dryas, when it was a lush paradise. You could bring a lot of greenery to the savanna. A lot of rural areas you could turn into lush paradises. You could extinguish literally every forest fire that's happening right now like that. That's pretty sick. The one going on in LA right now, that one's pretty bad. So you could just, like that, it's gone. Yeah. Water, hell yeah. This is going to the bottom of hell yeah. Water is pretty good. Electricity. This one, damn. This one is... This is one of the few ones that as time moves on is gonna be more and more broken. This one is gonna be busted more and more we move on. Because the power of electricity, if you have it, you are instantly the richest person on this planet. You instantly control the stock market like that. You instantly control the internet like that. You can just manipulate every single piece of information sent anywhere at any time at whatever interval you'd like. Every single 1 and 0 that's being broadcasted at whatever picosecond there is, you control it. You can just pump up your bank account out of nothing. You could just snoop out all the data of all the 3-letter organizations at once. You could just bring out all the skeletons. You are, in this day and age of technology, you are basically a god. You can be a walking battery. You are basically what Elon Musk wishes he could be. You could just power the whole planet. If you control electricity, you can be what Nikola Tesla would have eventually figured out in the whole like broadcasting free energy to everyone, anytime, at any place. You are literally that. You can just send it out into the air, find a way to not mess with the radar signals, air traffic, such, and just secure that every single person on this planet has electricity. Just lift up an iron rod and let it hook up to your house. Easy. Easy. If you could do that like on a regular basis, no power plants, no sun, no solar farms, no nothing. We don't have to produce any type of energy anymore. You destroy destroy the Saudis' oil. It's just gone, basically worthless overnight. Well, no, it's worthless. If you can then just convert everybody to an electric car, which I'm not a fan of, by the way. But no, I don't think you destroy oils. Benzene would still be needed for transport. But still, this in an ideal scenario, whatever, everybody has an electric car. Stupid. But if that is the case for everybody, for that, you literally, then the Saudis, their oil is done for. Oh, actually, no, it's not. Like planes and ships, that would still need it. Yeah, I don't think you destroy their whole oil, but no, electricity, I would say. Yo, again, you would be in control of the internet. Genuinely, you would be the god of the internet. That is, bro, you get away with, you can literally hunt down every single PDF file out there. Like that. You can be Chris Hansen, but the boogeyman version of it. You destroy all of that. You destroy that. You destroy drug trafficking. You destroy every single agency that's trying to do whatever shenanigans that they're trying to do. All cyber wars gone. All misinformation. Anything to do with any type of cyber warfare gone. You just null that. Anybody that wants to do some shady business, you just let them know, I am watching you and I can broadcast this to everyone. And I can just dox you whenever I want. Yeah, you're pretty much a god. You can literally change humanity for the betterment, for the better if you truly want to do good. Yeah, electricity is just broken. It's below time, but it's way above manipulation of emotions. Yeah, electricity is just beyond broken. Earth. Okay, Earth. Earth is... Earth. Okay, you get to clean the earth, that's good. You get to suck out all the microplastics and such like that out. So you filter that out. You clean out the forests, you clean out the mountains, you clean out the deserts. You get to rejuvenate everything. Okay, that's cool. You get to make all the trees, all the vines, all the roots, everything healthy. Everything starts bearing fruit like it's nobody's business. Everything starts to bloom and blossom properly. Everything starts to live for a long period of time. Everything sticks out and lasts pretty long. That's pretty good. Agriculture, you could save a lot with agriculture by Earth. You could probably, you would become Nestle, but like the good version of it. Just produce food at mass, save world hunger. That's pretty sick. You could save world hunger. That's pretty cool. Stop earthquakes. That's pretty cool. Tsunamis, gone. No longer a thing. All tectonic plates. Any shifts, movements, you got that. That's pretty cool. Ooh, you can mine for literally anything. All the kids that yearn for the mine, they're gone. You could deep rock galactic that shit. That's good, but instead of deep rock galactic, it would be deep rock terra. That's pretty sick. Rock and stone. But it better not be a leaf lovers. Yeah, you could pretty much do the whole Mines of Moria. Damn, that's pretty. Oh, you could create new minerals. Oh, you could just create diamonds, gold, plutonium, aluminium, cobalt, copper. You could just make it. You could just create an infinite amount of coal, like black coal, the best kind of coal to get as much energy out of it, not the lignite, but black coal. Ooh, that's pretty good. Earth. You could create oil fields. That's just for money to beat out the sheikhs, but that's it. But that's not really good. But like bringing out cobalt and stuff like mining. We've been mining for things all our lives, but yeah. Earth, I would say, Earth is okay. Top of okay, it's better than fire. It is way better than fire. It has a lot more use cases than fire. So, but it's not as busted as water. Water is pretty busted. This one, yeah, I think it's top of okay. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, sure. Air. You could clean the air. That's pretty sick. Breathe the fresh air. You get to breathe it again. You get away with all the smog. That's cool. You stop a lot of respiratory diseases. That's cool. What can you do? What else can you do? You could destroy all air traffic, I would say. If you could just create like, well, no, not actually. I don't know. Air. What else can you do? You could earn money by. Okay, does air imply we could transform the pressure as well? Because if we could do that, then that is pretty busted. Because like all the deep pressure divers, that's just like gone. You are the best. You are literally the best on the planet. If you could truly just secure deep pressure divers to have a normal pressure level to avoid the incident, you know which one I'm talking about, and avoid that, you are a millionaire. You are honestly a millionaire. Ooh, air. Huh. Actually, with air, you could clean the whole planet. You could literally just filter out everything from the water, from the earth, from the air. You could clean the whole planet. That's pretty sick. You can clean the oceans with air too. Huh, okay. Stop forest fires. You could do that. You could just snuff them out. Oh, you can snuff out air too. Oh, that's, Is it stronger than Earth? Air goes into okay between Earth and fire. I think it's stronger than fire, but it's not as profitable as Earth. But it's on the same plane, I would say, as strong as Earth. Air is pretty busted, I would say. Fairly busted. Yeah, that's cool. I would put it in okay. Yeah, I think Earth's stronger, but air's pretty useful. Yeah, sure. Mind control. Okay, now this one is pretty. This one's pretty. This one's pretty busted, not gonna lie. How busted though? Everything that applies to emotional manipulation applies to this one as well. The difference is you now, where you just manipulate people to get the result, you can now also get, but you could again maybe you could also manipulate people into doing things you want and telling them the things you do. It just takes longer. I think, you know what? Mind control is just an upgraded version of manipulate emotions. It goes into broken. Yeah, it's not as good as electricity. No, hell no. No. Electricity isn't a league of its own, because mind control You get to do everything you do as manipulation is just streamlined. It's just a speed buff. You get to basically get people to tell you everything that they want you to know. Ooh, I just realized there are two downsides to both of them. Like, if everything goes your way, life becomes kind of boring. No? But I guess maybe at a certain point you would just mellow out and just probably stop doing that just to live life, just to see what people would do with their own agency, I guess. Maybe. Let's hope. I don't know. Mind control, yeah, but it's just emotional manipulation, but boosted up. It's not as bust as electricity because you can, again, control the stock market and just and the internet. No, it's not that busted, but it's pretty good. I would say it's better than mind manipulation, emotional manipulation. Sorry, pardon. Yeah, I would say, yeah, it's broken. It's broken. Venom Toxicity. I don't know, man. This one is pretty bad. It's like, okay, your loogies and your breath. Use some Listerine, some Aquafresh, Halls, 5 gum. I don't know. Venom. Again, if you are the evil version, you could just create the most broken bioweapons there are, which the military is gonna pay you handsomely for, or at the same time, you could probably cure every disease there is. You could cure probably cancer, syphilis, AIDS, any autoimmune disease, mostly anything if you can control the toxicities, because that's what chemicals just are. It's just levels of toxicity you can endure and what it does to you. Let's see. Is it as busted as ice? Is it as useful as ice? I mean, I don't know. I would put it at the below ice. I put it at the bottom of weak. Because just the medicine part, it's boosting it up from trash. I would say that because that's the only good use case scenario I can think of toxins. That's it. Anything else is just not that useful. Yeah, I just leave it like that. Radioactivity.
Уважаемые товарищи, городской совет народных депутатов сообщает...
Yeah, Chief, I don't know about this one. Okay, this one is... This one's pretty bad. Like... This is basically Dr. Manhattan without the cool shit, just the bad stuff, just giving people cancer. This one is, I'm sorry, this one is a trash, but top of trash. Here's the thing, it's top of trash because the only good use case out of it is you turn yourself into a living battery and just create free energy, free green energy. You have no waste. You can just pump out energy, one power plant, and that's it. But here's the thing, in difference to electricity, you may be able to bend electricity and electrical magnetic wavelengths throughout the atmosphere so you don't kill people. I'm sorry, radioactive power, we saw what happened at Chernobyl and what happens when you put radioactive materials into the atmosphere. Nah. Yeah, we don't want a cheeky breaky here. No, we're not Stalker. This is not Stalker. No. This is, yeah, top of trash. Just one good use case. Everything else is pretty miserable. Yeah, this is a pretty tragic one. Yeah. Nah. Okay. Flight. It hurts me to say this. It truly does. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I think flight is at the top of trash. And let me tell you why this hurts me, because I understand from a practical use case, this is just trash. But this is probably the top of broken for me, because if I could truly wish to experience anything out of all these is flight. This is one of like, just being able to fly like a bird is one of my truly dreams, be it childish, delusional, what have you. But it is such a true want that I want to experience, just to be able to fly, that it's incredible. But let's be honest, this is trash. It's just, out of all of them are trash, this is the one that sucks the least, I would say. At least you get to have a good time. You save on travel, that's good. So yeah, that is good. You could basically go anywhere. But yeah, I mean, yeah, flight's pretty trash, but it's fun. So yeah, let's leave it to that. I'm sorry. Blood blending? No, blood bending. Okay, this one. Blood bending. Blood bending is basically eugenics perfected. Blood bending is probably what the Nazis wanted to achieve. That's what they wanted, probably. Blood bending is pretty insane. Ooh. Blood bending is what immortality should be. Immortality is a curse. You can get away from it. Blood bending is you fixing yourself up to the point where you want to live, and then at any point, if you're like, I'm done, you can let yourself die. That's sick. Oh, just realized that's pretty busted. Like if you think that by the time you are, I don't know, 70, you could keep yourself perpetually young, you can just Keanu Reeves it. You could be young, good looking, fit, everything. You could just have perfect health. And then you could just prolong your life, you know, just keep going, just regenerate yourself. It's like a healing factor that you get to control when it works. So a healing factor, the reason why Wolverine and Deadpool are just like so old is because they can't help themselves. Their healing factor is always working. But this one, you get to turn on and off. So at a certain point, if you are like Old Man Logan and you just want to go, you can literally go. Damn. You get to cure all diseases, basically. All of them. Because diseases are in the body. You can just get rid of them. All tumors, gone. All cancer, gone. All autoimmune, gone. All any condition even, like Down syndrome, DID, whatever it is, gone. Everything is gone. Damn, that's pretty sick. Blood bending. That's pretty, again, you can rewrite stuff. You could just rewrite the ultimate, like, you could literally be Yakub and just make the Yakubians. Or Hyperborea, that can just be a reality. Damn, bloodbending is, more to think about it, the more busted it becomes. You know what? Bloodbending, I think it's at the top of it's top of hell, yeah. It's better than regenerating, I think. I think bloodbending is what regenerate wants to be. Damn, I saw this when I turned the list on and I didn't think much of it, but now the more I'm thinking about it, the more busted it gets. This one is pretty busted. Damn. a lot of positive use cases out of this. A lot of positive. You could basically overnight just eradicate AIDS, eradicate HIV, just overnight. Cancer, all diseases overnight, just rework them. Every single, everybody that lost their legs, their arms, that are in a wheelchair, right? That they can't feel them, bring it back. Every major fraction, any major injury, paralyzation, anything like that, back, all of it, overnight, just instantly healed. Bro, bloodbending, basically, you are like the ultimate cleric. That is insane. Bloodbending is what the Healing Church from Yarnum wanted to be. Yeah. Yeah, that's hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, I did not expect that. Whoa. Hell yeah. Dream eating. Dream eating. To be honest, I don't even know what that means. You eat dreams? Is that it? You consume the power of people's dreams? What? Dream eating. I guess you rob people of their dreams, hopes, and aspirations. This is just like a villain superpowers. It's like, if you can manipulate people's dreams, like if you can manipulate people's dreams, you might slowly, through some weak ass emotional manipulation, you could create a race of whatever dream. But here you're just eating it. Honestly, this might be the worst one. Yeah, this is the bottom of trash. This is just ass. This is ass. What? I don't get it. This one is dream eating. You just eat dreams? What? Can you manipulate dreams? What do? You just eat dreams. What does that give you? I don't get it. This one is just, what? Speed. Okay, speed. Now. Hot take. If your super speed also makes you invulnerable, this is at the higher echelon. If it's just speed, I'm sorry, it's kind of weak. Genuinely, it is kind of weak. Because, like, here's the thing, if you're just fast, you can't go super fast. People think that, but like your brain would just smush itself into your skull and you would kill yourself. Because like the brain floats in its viscous, right? It floats within our skull. That's why like when you hit, you don't immediately fall down, because if the brain touched the skull, that's why when there's a blood being let go within the skull, they want to release it so the pressure goes out. Because if it's too dense, the brain can, suffocate or what have you. If you run, if you move, and your brain can just go back and you're dead. If you go fast, what would happen to your clothes on you? Would they just rip off? Would they just like shred you? You know what I mean? Like, you have to be invulnerable for speed to work. Speed only is good for being like a top athlete, I would say. If any like situation where you could truly use, because here's the thing, also, does speed also grant you reflexes? Because if it doesn't even grant you reflexes, then you only can be good at running, either at marathon or sprints, and everything in between. That is the only good use case for speed, I would say. You could break Usain's record, you could be the best long distance runner. Because if you have, but let's say, let's just be generous enough to just say that this might also include speed of thought, so you can perceive things better. If you have reflexes, you're basically the best. You're basically the best combat sport athlete ever. You're the best at boxing. You're the best at MMA. You're the best at Muay Thai. You're the best at Jiu-Jitsu. Everything that comes to you, you can perceive it so quickly. You are basically untouchable. You are the untouchable hitter. Nobody is going to land a single shot onto you if you have reflexes as well. I guess you're a good soldier. Any type of job that requires reflexes, you're good at it. You're pretty at the top. I think people are gonna be mad at this one. I think speed is like mid-week. Yeah, I think it's better than Venom, Toxicity, because Toxicity, it's only just medicine. That's the only place I could think of you get to work. That's it. Speed, you at least have the opportunity to, and I'll be generous, I'll say your speed also affects the speed of your mind. Oh, if it affects the speed of your mind, you could be a genius. You could literally be a genius. You could learn every language. Oh, you can learn every language pretty fast. Ooh, that's busted. That's pretty busted. If you have super reactive reflexes, that means your brain works faster. If your brain works faster, you can compute a lot faster. So you could basically become a walking abacus, a walking computer. Your math, like that. Your languages, like that. Your knowledge, like that. You could just basically become a walking encyclopedia. That's a lot. You're basically a super genius if that's the case. But here's the thing, just retaining knowledge, does that correlate with discovering new knowledge as well? Would Nikola Tesla figure out more? Would he be able to discover more? Would have he been able to process quicker, more efficiently? That's the question now. Does the inherent ability to be more effective, more productive, lead to innovation? Now that's the question. Ooh, no, things got just a lot more interesting. Okay, now we transcended a bit. Ooh. Now it's tough. Okay, now it's tough. You know what? No. Ice, you still get to fix the poles. You still get to fix the climate. You still get to capture some of the particles, leaving some of the... I'll leave it where it's at. I'm being generous to get if you get reflexes. This is only under the pretenses that you get super efficient reflexes. If not, then this sucks. I'll leave it at where it's at. And I think it's valid. Yeah, I think that's valid. Yeah, man, people are gonna be mad at this one. Okay, this is the list. I think I'm pretty fair on this one. This one genuinely looks one of the most fair and balanced tier lists I've made so far. Genuinely, I'm actually surprised. Now that I look at it, this one just makes perfect sense. I would not change anything. Everything makes sense to me now as I look at it as a whole. As a whole, yeah. Yeah, I think we did it, boys. Hell yeah. And yeah, that is my tier list of the superpowers. These are just the ones that I found, I stumbled upon. I think that it was a decent, like a nice set, a good variety of them. I would say that I was fair. I would say I was fair. I would say I made a couple. I was spitting facts. I was spitting facts. I think I was fair. I think a lot of people are gonna disagree with this one. I think a lot of people are gonna be like, nah, because this is one of the, again, this is one of those topics of how cool you want the superpower to be. how cool you want it to be, because I think God kids are gonna be like, no, actually, shadow bending is pretty sick, and all the stalker fans are gonna be like, товарищ, Radioactivity, it is. Иди нахуй. So, yeah, we'll see. I think, yeah. Again, keep in this mind, I was just trying to find as much use cases outside of just like destruction and just being like, oh, super bad, evil person, whatever. Just genuine, like, you know, what I would assume most people want to use their superpowers for. You know, get wealth, get health, maybe help out some people. Who knows? Just be a menace to society in the sense of an uber asshole. You know, because I think if most people got superpowers, they wouldn't be like Homelander. I think they would just be like an asshole, just like a little, whatever. But yeah, I think this is competently made. Yeah, I'm happy with this one. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's it. So that's the video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Please like, comment, subscribe. Again, I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. We're at the very beginning, and I hope with your help, you can get me there. I would truly appreciate it. But in the meantime, hope you're doing well. Hope you're safe. Spread the word. Thank you for watching. Thank you.